Ooh, yo. What's happening? We back. It's your boy Chris J. Tyler here.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
Real sad.
Yo,
But hey, we all here. We back at it. From the ring. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your people. Let them know you rock with us. Man. I greatly appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into it because we got a pretty loaded show. So we're gonna go straight into the NBA because NBA offseason is well underway right now. Also follow some predatory from the ring. Follow Facebook page as well. Media. Well, great week.
yeah, you real.
All right, we back at it. Technical difficulty, but as I was saying, a lot of stuff to talk about in regards to the NBA right now. We're well into the NBA offseason. We got started, and on top of it, we also have free agency, which is well underway. The NBA draft has come and went as well. So we want to, I would say, let's just briefly talk about the NBA draft in itself in terms of nothing occurred besides people's anticipation for the second round and who's getting drafted in that second round. If we was all to sit there and try to say who was the first overall pick, we will not be able to pronounce that brother's name.
Yeah, I don't even remember his name right now, to be honest.
Exactly. You're a forgettable number one pick.
Oh, Ricochet.
I think that's the pronunciation without the
Ricochet.
Ricochet. But yeah, that's who the Hawks drafted instead of Alex Sarr. Yeah, and even then, Alex Sarr went on to be the number 2 pick, and I forgot who had the number 2 pick again. Proves our point. So
yeah,
tough ass draft.
This draft was this might be the worst draft ever, for real, bro. Like this shit is terrible.
It was a very underwhelming to the team draft. This is somebody gets a max contract out this draft. This was you got to give it credit for being a successful draft in some capacity. If somebody gets a max contract out this draft, this might legit be the first draft in a while where nobody really gets a second contract with their team.
The only player that I actually know of that I actually kept up with that may have a legit chance is Rob Dillingham. But I think he'll probably stick around the league somewhere or another, even if he don't get the team extension. But
wasn't that the dude? He went to Kentucky and was he the 6th man or was he the starting guard?
Yeah, he went to Kentucky. I don't know if he started first and then ended up being 6th man, or if he went 6th man and started, one of the two. Yeah,
it was one of them. But he's the one that went to Minnesota, right?
Yeah, he got drafted by the Spurs and they traded that pick to Minnesota.
That was the 6th man. Yeah, that's why Timberwolves drafted him, because they were like, look, we need a ball creator. But overall, if something comes out of this draft, shout out to them. Especially in terms of first round, second round, hey, you get what you want. But the main reason why everybody cared about this draft, gave this draft a time of day in all seriousness, was because of one LeBron James Jr., aka Young Bronny, which led to tons of unnecessary poor discussion in terms of just everything. People
learned what the word nepotism was this year.
Yeah, niggas who just learned what nepotism meant probably 2 days ago. Niggas who just using their LeBron hate to hate on a freaking 19-year-old and all the other little necessary things. And honestly, I think if he didn't go to the Lakers, the discourse wouldn't even been that as bad. Honestly, and just my brief thoughts on it, because we came and went with this already. But at the end of the day, My main issue with people was just the people saying this is a waste of a pick, because at the end of the day, it's a second round pick. Most second rounders, 90% of second rounders, and maybe even a higher percentage, barely last long in the league before they go to elsewhere, whether it's Australia, China, EuroLeague, whatever. So with that all said, it's not a waste of a pick. You like, or people saying, "Oh, it could have been that could have been another name drafted." Who cares? You wasn't gonna remember him. You didn't give a damn.
I want to know, who do you want to draft over him at 55?
Who cares? Nobody cares.
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter. In this draft, it don't matter like at all.
yeah, like everybody, like the hoopla was just unnecessary, mainly because of the name, which I get at the end of the day, it's the name, but nobody cares about what happens in the second round to this year, unless you had a homie or something.
I mean,
And
even if you had a bro, this is nothing new when it comes to this, right? Like
yeah,
people call it nepotism. Cool. If I had the strings to pull to get my son on my team, I'd do it. You acting like you wouldn't. He's not taking. If you getting picked in the second round, you're not taking the opportunity for anybody, because that is no man's land.
it is.
Like, is there some gems in the second round? Of course, but gems don't happen that often. You know what I'm saying? Like they picked a pick. Y'all act like that was the only pick the Lakers. They picked a pick before Bronny.
Yeah.
They
Again,
got
like
who they really wanted.
exactly. Like I don't. There was nobody. Well, people have this thing of like, I don't even think LeBron think his son is better than a lot of players, but he's gonna make ways for his son to be on a basketball team. And I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. His son was a top 10 recruit before the nigga had a heart attack.
Yep.
Okay, and then he had a heart attack. He couldn't, so he had that 1 year of getting back into basketball shakes with USC. And I'm not taking up for Bronny. Stats could have been better, I guess. I don't know. I never had a freaking heart attack before, but it's really, really just. I think the conversation around this stupid, because there's going to be more people's sons that get in the NBA. We're going to call all of that nepotism. It's going to be some strings that people couldn't pull. Nigga, didn't Jordan's son try?
Jordan was even in the conversation not in drafts. It would have been some type of a big deal, even with the minimal media coverage in that time frame.
Like, if his son can do it, Bryce, I think that's Brown other son name. He's gonna be there soon in a couple years. I wish Bronny would have stayed in school to get the spotlight off of him, not to hone up his skills. His dad is a freaking billionaire. His dad can get him a leg of better basketball players and put it on him if you want to. It's that easy. So I really don't. I don't think. I honestly, even in Bron twilight years, if Bronny was to not get drafted at all, if the Lakers like, we're not going to do it for you, I don't think Bron actually would care. He'll probably make some passive aggressive tweet, but I don't think he'd care. Like, and a lot of people took this as if it's some travesty. My nigga, Bronny will get ticked in these games for the sake that father and son play on the court at the same time. After that, we might not see Bronny on that court like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if the Lakers kind of want to win game. Because niggas, it is what it is. So we have to realize that it's going, what we watching right now with Bronny and Bron and stuff like that. Is it nepotism? Yeah, but not all nepotism is bad nepotism. It's just what it is. Like, a lot of people give their businesses to their kids. That's not nepotism. That's
Bill Gates' children get like $1 billion a year just for existing.
Yeah. That's you leaving a legacy and stuff like that. And then
Shout
again,
out
you
to
gotta
them.
look at the if this is Bron doing a then you gotta look at the Lakers and be like, why the hell they ain't staying firm? Like, ain't you can't really blame the nigga. Bron, hey, draft my son. Lakers said, okay. One of the worst draft classes of all time. This is cool. Now, Bronny kind of got drafted last year in a higher M numbers. I'd be like, okay. Or in Wemby draft, I'd be like, you're pushing it. But with this one, nobody know these niggas. Alex Sarr is the biggest name coming out of this draft, and he might be mid at best.
Yep.
So like, there's no like really bad things that come about him going there. Because again, unless you know a nigga who agent ain't working hard enough, trying to get into the league right now, and you said he didn't make it. Basketball walk-ons are not like football walk-ons and stuff like that. Ain't nobody go. It's hard. It's hard to get into the NBA. So is he taking a nigga's spot? I absolutely doubt it. Cause name the nigga. We can't name the nigga. Who is he taking?
Cause guess what? Your homie can go to China right now, G, and take a $60,000 contract, G, and he'll be happy.
I heard they're not paying niggas out there, so I don't want to do it.
I was just finna say.
Well, either way, because I know what you're talking about. But either way, your homie can go overseas, G. Your homie can go overseas somewhere, bro. Look, so at the end of the day, your homie can go pro somewhere. And plus, if he ain't taking phone calls for the summer league right now, that's another problem. He was never gonna get drafted.
I'm just like, niggas gotta work because we're not gonna talk about who was 55th pick last year, how much money he made. Like people are so stupid. I kind of don't want to talk about it no more because again, I understand the nepotism talk, but that's bigger. The basketball became a rich man's sport a long time ago. Nigga, ain't no young nigga scrapping against. Probably Ant was the last one. I don't even know if he was like a young nigga trying to get it. Basketball is a upper middle class rich person sport right now, bro. Ain't no hungry niggas out there trying to get it. He ain't taking no food off a nigga table. My nigga, there is a person who got drafted by the Utah Jazz who got groomed by the Mormon Society, my nigga.
Oh, you call about
religion.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
If you think this is people's spots getting taken, why we not talking about that? How the hell he get here?
His whole check going straight to whoever's grooming him.
Still in college, G. Like he was holding the Duke down in these struggle years till Cooper Flag got there.
Okay, but you got this is a. Excuse me. But I'm just saying, like, for lack of a better term, he ain't taking nobody's spot, bro. Because the nigga would have been in the league, bro. The Lakers need whatever they can get. The nigga would have been there. Like, they want to take him. Trust me.
They could have traded up to get him. Because he's not.
Couldn't he have
prospects than Bronny? Which
couldn't he have like went undrafted or something, and they could have like picked him up off of waivers or something? That's what I was thinking. It's like he was going to end up with his dad somewhere or another. If they really wanted it, it was just going to happen. It is what it is.
Because at the end of the day, this is my thing. There's no bragging rights about getting drafted in the second round in the NBA.
I mean, look, bro. Not one. It ain't one. Ain't no. Again, I don't know why the little nigga want to play basketball. I'll just be a streamer. And thank you, Papa. Thank you for the stimulus check you sent me, Pops. Like, what the fuck? I would not want to. No, I would not want that stress, but you can tell. You can tell how much the sport means to, because your pop's a billionaire. You want to do it still. You want to take this media stuff still, bro. They are ridiculing this nigga, calling him garbage. They said the nigga look like R. Kelly. You are still going through all of this bull crap. And you could have just sat at the crib and thumbed through whatever your father give you for allowance. Hey, Pops, I want to move out. I need a house. Cool. Because Bron, if nobody ever knew this, is a crazy good father because of what he didn't have one in his life. So I'm pretty sure Bron would have bought Bronny a house. And you can live here and I'll pay for it.
Nigga need it. just don't embarrass the name.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
just don't embarrass my name. And Brody could have been a crazy streamer on Kick or something. Oh yeah. Next topic, man. I hated this.
I know.
Yeah, I don't got nothing else to add to it neither. It's
We moving
it is
on.
what it is, man. He's there. What y'all gonna do about it?
Exactly.
Y'all gonna protest? Y'all gonna start a one of them petitions on petition.com?
They just gonna do the extended long cut Facebook, Twitter rants and all of that about black nepotism, and I wouldn't dare put my son in this position. I'm like, that's fucked up, but you gonna let your
I told
son.
y'all what I saw that, and I told you, I'm like, I hope you lose the ability to have children, my nigga. You don't deserve that ability. Speaking like that.
But hey, moving on. Also, next year's draft, man. Well, we're gonna be talking about the free agency now, but in the Bulls, well, we won't use the Bulls since the Bulls is in full on tank mode. Cooper Flag, G, holding it down. King,
We ain't got enough luck to get Cooper Flag.
Hey man, ads for Cooper Flag is crazy, G.
The streets are saying that the Spurs might only let Wemby play like 40 games or lower to redo the Cooper Flag and get Cooper and redo the Tim Duncan, David Robinson.
G, that'd be disgusting work, G.
Yeah,
That's disgusting work, but I can't be mad.
But you gotta think about it. Like Washington already shot themselves in the foot. They're not gonna get them.
Yeah.
Because why would you tank for Flag but get Scar? That makes no sense.
And you still got Kyle Kuzma who could win you games randomly. And
I think realistically, not only how the Bulls get them if the NBA give us a stimulus package like they gave New Orleans. They give us that. Cool. Brooklyn might get them.
I can see that.
White boy being king of Brooklyn's crazy, G.
Yeah, Brooklyn might get them. Because Brooklyn gave a gift to the Knicks. That was a gift. Like, even though they got a lot of capital off of that, that was a gift. I won't be surprised to keep it a bean with you. I won't be surprised Kawhi Leonard gets some crazy injury and he can't play that often. And the Clippers end up getting him because they got a new stadium. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't think the NBA is rigged, but I do know they let motherfuckers get draft picks, bro. That I do know. That I'm pretty sure they weren't gonna let a great talent go to a bad market. Like it just don't happen. Like so but I see what you mean. I think the Bulls will be really, really good for him. If he do, it will help us out. I just don't know if they can successfully build a team around him.
I don't know.
Is the thing.
They can't.
They're not, but it's just the vibes.
Talk about the vibe. Because if his offense don't pan out, just like Wemby on a lower tier, he will be a generational defender, bro. Just because he's tall and he can move. And I'm telling you right now, he is going to be really, really good on defense. He won't be as great as Wemby. Wemby is a freaking nature, alien. But he's going to be really good on defense. So we can find a way to go for that. But I honestly I don't think God will let us get Cooper Flag. So you might as well not get that jersey ready, bro. I'm serious. I don't think it's happening.
Even if the Bulls do get him, man, they're gonna squander it just like they do with all the other draft picks.
Of course,
They're gonna give him the Lauri Markkanen treatment.
He didn't develop fast enough. Trade him, and then what the hell we got for him? Zip, Zada, nothing.
Which is, if that was to occur, that'd be hilarious. Because look, the Bulls sell out already, but when you have 3 white men under the age of 30, of course, white fans is gonna be happy as hell. The Bulls might become bigger than the Bears because the Bears.
If that nigga got some Irish descent,
It's a wrap.
Well, this is gonna be the Chicago Celtics in a minute.
Hey, look, it's gonna happen, man. If it happens, but it's just as long as they just gotta make sure to keep Josh Giddey out of what's a white high school, CPS high school, Lincoln Park or whatever.
Lincoln Park, Lane Tech
games. Keep them from Lane Tech basketball games. Keep them away from all high schools. And it's all fine and dandy. G. But hey, either way. But speaking of the Bulls, they are on full on tank mode. It's hilarious. I'm glad it's finally happening that they are trying to at least somewhat rebuild because AK pretty much said, all right, we're going to try something. Built around Zach. That failed. And then you tried to immediately build around DeMar and Zach, and that didn't go according to plan. But DeMar's officially gone. He is a Sacramento King. That's going to be fun to see. Zach is very much on the trade market, but as far as I'm hearing, nobody ain't trying to sacrifice what they want to sacrifice. They poorly traded Caruso for the pedophile folks, and Vooch is still on the trade block as well. So, really interesting situation going on. It's going to be real funny to see.
What's the over-under of Zach getting bought out?
Gee, if he gets bought out,
that'd be a crazy buyout.
I don't think they stick with him. They said they're attaching picks to get them off the books, and nobody want them.
They say it's partly their fault because of the way that they handled it earlier in the season. Like he had been healthy for a while, and then they just weren't trying to move him when he was healthy. Then he get hurt again. Now you want to try to move him.
It's both sides. Because Rich Paul does this a lot. Rich Paul cranks the I'm a threatened surgery shit, but that also fucks up the value of your player.
Zach LaVine, Clutch Sports?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's now I don't even know if a buyout is possible,
bro.
Especially I don't know. Vooch might get it though. He might get bought out.
You could find
somebody for Vooch. I'm pretty sure they could.
Now, I see a Phoenix want him, but I don't know. Oh, Phoenix at the second apron. Never mind.
Yeah.
Phoenix is in cap space hell.
They could. They need a center too. Yeah,
like Vooch would make a lot of sense. Like if it was possible, and I don't think it's possible for the Suns, but yeah, this contract is disgusting because he still has how much money left on this month?
Ain't they trying to find a way to drop to drop Lonzo contract too?
Lonzo, Vooch, and Zach LaVine.
Now Lonzo's the one I think they safe with buying out because I think he only got a year left. So if they can't get a trade, they will probably buy him out.
I mean, if I was
like, if you buy him,
I was robbed. It's gonna get to the Lakers eventually. I will dangle a D'Angelo Russell over there, and take.
I'm pretty sure they have,
and take the Zach LaVine and Lonzo pairing. Because that then, if you the Bulls, you ain't gotta attach no picks to that shit. The Lakers are just taking because they ain't winning nothing. But the bad side, Lakers taking that puts them at the second apron, and you don't want to be a second apron team. Not looking at the championship.
Yeah, that's barely making the playoffs as it is.
Literally, you're stuck. But this is the part that's nasty about it, Zach's contract. Because this season, upcoming season, I'm looking at it wrong. He's making $43 million this season. Next year is $46, and then he has a player option where he's making almost $50 million.
My God!
And he has a 15% trade bonus.
So yeah, that's probably why certain teams is that trade kicker.
Yeah. So he arguably has the worst contract in the league. I know we almost say this every offseason. So and so has the worst contract in the league. But now Zach legit has the worst contract in the league in terms of overall value. So that's what makes it. If a team takes him, it's either we moving up a step or like he's helping us in some capacity. Like I get if this was during the season, the Lakers should have made the move and you probably been fine. But like now, it's just a matter of like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like just in the Lakers and in the Lakers Bulls trade scenario, it's like if it would have, like you said, if it would have just happened sooner, then it could have worked. But now it's like you both scraping for what's left, and now you kind of would both be screwed.
And I really don't know where he goes at this point. It's really no logical team for him. Like, yeah, the Lakers still, you can still finesse it, but that defeats the whole purpose. Brooklyn has nothing to give you at all. Like, you can just throw Brooklyn there, just do with him as you please. He's gonna get his numbers. Y'all still gonna be bad, but hey, it's really
Do the Trailblazers have anything?
Like to get the Bulls?
Yeah.
Aiden.
You got Aiden, but if you take it for Cooper Flag, you might. Aiden contract a little nasty too. I don't know if Robin Williams is still on that team, but you got Robin Williams.
Damn. But in terms of you would need to use Aiden's contract even for that trade, and even then I would take Aiden's contract for a little bit because.
But why would Portland even want to do it?
Exactly.
No, I was just saying. I was just looking at another team.
They already have a bunch of guards. Like you still hoping that Scoot Henderson can develop. On top of it,
didn't they waive Scoot Henderson? Didn't they?
Hell no.
I thought something happened with him in the middle of the season.
They would be enemy number one on the
got hurt. Yeah, I think he was just ass. But
his rookie season ain't panning out the way they wanted to do.
But you still got Scoot Henderson. You still have what's the Anthony
Simons?
Yeah, you got Simons. Like your guard situation, like they got a bunch of guards as it. So putting Zach in that equation just makes things worse. Is like I can't even think of a logical team for
like Warriors, but Warriors might touch the second apron, and you don't want to lose young youth for Zach.
If I'm the Warriors, I'm not touching that.
I wouldn't even touch Lauri Markkanen if I'm the Warriors, but they think the Warriors window is closed, and I don't know why they not.
I think they're better than they is, and even players like what Buddy Hield said threw me off. I was like,
Steph 35.
Yep,
that's nasty. Like that's what 2 more years of decent basketball.
This might be Steph's last year of like legit good, like being great. Like this is probably legit his last year in terms of being overall.
But
and then
because people look at like that LeBron longevity thing as if that's a norm. It is not. Like once that 37, 36, something gonna disappear, and Steph already not good at defense. So
this is gonna be a very telling season of whether he really wants to stay there the rest of his career too.
I mean, he is. I don't think they.
I think he is. Cause if I'm going to state, I'm not trying to move him. But if he ever comes to the conclusion that I still want to compete for something and y'all can't put together for me.
I mean, I think most NBA players will see the writing on the wall. Like, I think the only player I think haven't seen the writing on the wall yet is KD and Bron. But I think most of that generation kind of seen the writing on the wall of it's time to pass it to these niggas. Like, I don't think Kawhi and James Harden think to themselves, we're going to get a chip this year. If it happens, it happens. But I don't think they think to themselves, like, they just want to play basketball. And, I don't think I
want to play regular season basketball.
Paul George got put in a situation where he has to win a chip. I mean, they chip focus, but like you got to run through that Celtics team, which no team is equipped to beat them just yet in the Western Conference, I would say. And then Wemby is 2 years away from destroying the league, and a competent team away from at least being a terror in the playoffs, let alone winning something. So I think a lot of people see it right on the wall. I don't know like in that situation, that 22 ring was such a everything fell in the right place ring. So I don't know what they could do. Because you make if like say for instance Warriors make moves to get Laurie. Is that enough to beat OKC?
Nope.
Is that enough to beat Dallas? Is that enough to beat Denver? Minnesota? You beat them. Is that enough to beat the Celtics? I'm gonna tell you right now, no. Because you are. It shows you bully Steph off. You bully Steph off the ball. Somebody else gonna have to make them shots. Nobody else in that team can make them shots. Draymond Green suspended by game 1. So like you can't no. So like even with Philly, because you throw Philly in that mix against them, who the fudge is guarding Joel Embiid? He just gonna put Draymond in foul trouble. That's what's gonna happen right there. That's just straight foul trouble.
Cook.
So it's a Cook situation. So I don't know. I don't know if the Bulls would do a Chris Middleton, Zach LaVine type thing, but yeah, I don't know. Milwaukee like Chris Middleton.
If I'm Milwaukee, I probably wouldn't take his contract. I get the gist of it, but I probably wouldn't do it.
Because look, there's a lot of teams that has to make a move to look better.
Yeah, Milwaukee does.
If Giannis even want
to Zach LaVine Dame backcourt is disgusting.
My nigga, a Zach LaVine any backcourt is disgusting. There's no backcourt in the league Zach LaVine will make better.
I'm just saying in general, but you want a 36-year-old Dame with Zach on a bad, what was it, foot or knee?
I think it's knee.
I think it was knee.
But with that said, and if I'm Boston, it's a wrap. If I'm Giannis, I'm like, gee, can you niggas guard? Please guard. Shit. So this is gonna be nasty work.
Milwaukee gonna have to live with that Drew Holiday trade for the rest of their lives, bro. This is insane.
It should have been Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad that trade was gonna be.
Nigga, nobody thought Boston was gonna buy that nigga for a bag of chips.
Yeah, like that's why I wasn't really thinking of it like that. I was like, okay, maybe they just couldn't afford to keep him or whatever. But it was like, damn, it's like it's messed up when a conference rival gets a hold of a player that know that won a chip with you, and then that easily makes them infinitely better.
It's nasty, and Boston got all they teams strapped up until at least 3 years.
Yeah.
So that's just nasty.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Like you have to, in order to dump Zach, you have to dump him to a desperate team. There's no desperate team. Maybe Denver can do it. But I don't think Denver fans are like they lost Contavious Caldwell-Pope, so you missing another person who can make a shot on that team. But they think Chris Braun is a person who's going to be able to do that. So I don't know. You can try to do Toronto. Again, I don't know. Toronto is another young team who I don't see hitting that stride like that. Or need a Zach LaVine. I'm trying to think, man. Because
the Raptors is trying to be bad anyway, so it's just a matter of we'll take him just to see what But thing is, Toronto like they want to be bad, but
you also got to realize this man is Chris Paul is his agent. Rich Paul ain't going to accept certain trades.
Yeah.
Nasty, man.
Yeah,
it's nasty. I love Rich Paul. He gives players their money, but I know he an asshole to deal with. I know he is, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, it be that way. But
the never-ending story of Bulls being in limbo. So it is what it is.
That's
this team really been in limbo since what?
Since they traded D Rose, really?
Yeah, since D Rose got flipped.
Because at least there was glimpses and stuff like in the D Rose era.
Limbo? Because don't every team get a glimpse?
I mean, but at least niggas was happy, bro. Niggas ain't been happy with this team in a long time. We went through the Cameron Payne and Denzel Valentine era. That was, I don't know which team was worse.
Oh no, I think listen. I don't know. I don't know if the D-Wade, Rondo,
that was peak limbo.
Butler era was.
That was literally the year after the D Rose trade.
I don't know about that one. Niggas was happy, and they could have did something to an extent. They wasn't gonna make no finals, but they could have got farther if niggas ain't started blowing up.
Yeah.
But
I think we've been in limbo since '98, nigga.
That's arguably true.
Yeah, it's still.
We've been in limbo since folks got in that motorcycle accident.
No, they was. Damn. I would say after '98 was hell. Then they went to limbo. At least hell, you know you in hell at the end of the day. Limbo is just like, damn. It's like, okay.
First I asked to the Timberwolves.
Nah, for real.
Like, at least when you in hell, you in hell. Limbo is just probably the worst place you can be as a sports fan with your team. It's like, we in limbo? Oh, Lord. Like, you just don't know how to feel about anything. You just get mad at every little thing.
Everything sucks.
Pretty much. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk about the Knicks. Yeah, I want to talk about the Knicks and the Villanova Knicks pretty much at this point, as they traded for Mikal Bridges. I was about to call him the criminal. Mikal Bridges trading 4 first-round picks, which I think in a way they really don't care. I think the Knicks still got a ton of picks. Anyway, so Mikal Bridges is on the Knicks now, completing the Villanova 5. Does this help the Knicks? Or
I don't know.
It can, but it's weird. Yeah, it's a big question mark with them.
Like, I think it makes them the second best team in the East, probably 2B or 2A. It depends on what Philly looks like in terms of, because Philly made some really good moves.
Yes,
some really good moves. Now, with the Knicks, it was a lot of meat eating. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if I'm Brooklyn, I'm doing that. Like, yo, I need that investigation for tampering, because they've been trying to get that nigga Mikal on that Knicks team since that Villanova Knicks squad thing formed, bro. It was stupid. You see, like Mikal freaking putting crying emojis on Nick posting on Instagram and stuff like that, and then you see them typing under that "wish you were here" and whatnot. I'm like, this is the tampering part. They said the nigga was in the group. They said he was in the team group chat or something like that, folks.
Hey,
it's fine with the players can tamper. You can't look. It's in the because literally they can tamper.
But I would say this: one, if this all falls, you blame that nigga's father and the Rose dude, but you blame Jalen Brunson's father, because you got your son over here, and that shit became the Villanova Knicks, and them niggas ain't go nowhere. And also, another caveat for this: what do you do with Julius Randle?
You gotta keep.
See, with him, it's like it's either you trade him, but you have to trade him for something that's going to put them over the top. And I don't know if you can really be able to get that for him at this point.
Nah,
no slight to him, but it's just like I think it's the timing.
Ideal situation was to keep Hartenstein. That was the ideal. Bro, Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they
whipped, bro. They got
Oklahoma City is like up there. Is like one or two when they came to offseason moves.
They did what they were supposed to do. Get some vets. And they got 2 crackers.
Man. And
Oh wait,
crackers help win championships.
Harkenstein is a nigga. He's bright skinned. I forgot. He's bright skinned.
Oh yeah,
I
folks is
apologize.
black.
I forgot Harkenstein is a brother.
But like, you got Julius Randle. But you also got Brunson, which is a ball dominant player. Now Mikal Bridges can move around without the ball and stuff like that. But now he's seen with that contract and a much picks he spent on him. Now he seems like a number two. That was a number 2-esque haul you sent for that nigga, bro. That wasn't no regular 2 first-round picks and a pick swap in 2031. That was we win the chip within the next 2 years type move.
Yep.
So I don't know what you do with Julius Randle. I think Julius Randle was a great basketball player, but I just like that whole Villanova shit. It might not mesh well because it just you can tell that they when Julius Randle was out, they created their own little thing. DiVincenzo, Hart, Brunson. Now you got this nigga on here, and it's kind of like this own little nucleus. So I don't pray no decisive locker room shit or anything like that, but it's just weird. And then you got Tom Thibodeau as the coach. Bro, I feel so sorry for the niggas, bro. They say niggas came out. I was listening to an interview. They say Tom Thibodeau used to make niggas do the laps and shit,
What?
and like defensive drills after games and whatnot. And just practice after a game.
The day after the games.
The day after the game. Like, why? Like,
get the reps in, man.
Noah said we was the number 1 defense and we was playing like we was the number 29th, bro. And I'm like, this is true. Like, but I don't know. Like, they like Josh Hart like that type of stuff. I don't know about Brunson. Mikal probably. DiVincenzo is a real one. So, like, I think this team is a perfect. It's built really, really well. It just, I don't know if it beats Boston, and we undetermined on Philly. But I just hope they bodies don't break down.
That's the question when it comes to every Tom Thibodeau team.
Yeah.
Will they survive? And the funny thing is, they added enough depth where it's just like, well, in terms of like wings, because that's where things really went left. Once OG died and Hart started dying, it was like, okay, but you added Mikal to kind of ease the burden. But arguably, they have I would say they got probably the best perimeter defense in the league.
Now, what you do? So, do you do OG shooting guard, Mikal small forward?
Yeah.
What you do? Hart power forward?
No, I think Hart comes off the bench. You got to start Randall.
You start Randall. Who's the center?
God bless Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson can't take it no more, folks.
They need to find a center. I'm gonna be real honest. If you can find a center, 2 centers. Like, I'm surprised they didn't try to get Drummond. If you get 2 centers,
Drummond would have made a lot of sense.
If you can get 2 centers,
Drummond would have been good. I don't know if Drummond can play with the pace they probably gonna play it. He would have been really good.
Yeah, but it makes up because Brunson gonna throw some bullshit, and you need somebody to get them boards.
Yeah,
better man do it. But
Drummond would have been really good. I just hope Mitchell Robinson and Blaze can.
Yeah, this is just Mitchell Robinson. They need a center badly. Like, they should have really tried to draft dude from Connecticut that I think.
Edie?
No, that's Purdue. That's Edie's Purdue guy. But they should have tried to trade up for him too. Or where's Steven Adams?
Steven Adams had been out hurt for a while.
I think Steven Adams on a Rocket.
You can trade a future 2nd round pick for Steven Adams.
He injured though.
Yeah, he's been injured because he was injured when he was with Memphis, and Memphis dumped his contract in Houston for
Still, like he hasn't played for 2 years. I get it, but see what he can still do.
Now,
I think Steven Adams is just now turning 32.
Yeah, Steven Adams is still freakishly young. That's the crazy part.
that's
He played a lot
insane. Holy shit. Shout out to the Kiwi. But listen, I got a question. What does this do for Zion, though? Because remember when Zion first got to leave, niggas was trying to move him to the Knicks.
Hey,
They was already talking about asking him how he liked New York and stuff like that. And they was trying to, hey, you want to go to the Knicks in the future. What does this mean for him?
I don't think he's going there no
I think
more.
that means he finna stay a Pelican until his contract is up because he ain't getting. I don't think he getting over there, bro.
Man, look, well, we just need Zion just to remain healthy for the.
I'm just scared. Honestly, I'm scared for two things. I'm scared for any of these disgruntled players to go to the Warriors, bro. That's all I'm scared about, folks. I'm scared. Giannis about to want out, and the Warriors gonna send the Hall. Zion wanting out, and the Warriors gonna send the Hall. That's it, bro. Like I'm that Giannis thing is scary because Giannis and them not about to. They probably get a second round exit next year. And boy, is he gonna say I want out, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm so terrified, bro.
Hey man, one of those things.
Because it's only good. That's the fucked up thing about Giannis saying he gonna want out. It's only one team who's gonna be able to get him. It's only one team, bro. It's only one team who needs that nigga, for. And it's gonna piss me off so much, bro. Bro, I am going to be so mad, bro. And I don't even want this to be a Trail Nostradamus thing. But the stars is aligning, folks. Steph in his twilight years. They need a replacement before he goes. Giannis don't want to be there. They traded one of his best players. Coaches are getting fired. They hired Doc Rivers. It's lining up for this, bro.
Yeah.
It's lining up for this shit. So,
He looking too good.
Warriors got some picks left. Oh my God. They got young assets in Polyminsky and Kuminga and Moody. It's getting there, bro. And I swear to God. And they going to have enough space to get to Nasus?
Right, because that's package deal.
Hey, that's the cilantro. That is cilantro to the damn track. This nigga.
Bro, I'm telling you, folks, I'm not watching basketball if Curry gets gifted another nigga like that, bro.
You don't understand how triggered I would be, but hey.
Anti-Giannis.
You just said the Warriors, but as you was talking, another team that it frustrates me, Boston can do it too.
I'm not even thinking about that, okay?
No, I don't want to either. But
Boston can do
Boston
what?
can do a Derek White, Porzingis, and he makes up for both of them.
Huh? Derek White, Jaylen Brown, bye.
Hey, I will boycott basketball, bro.
Y'all is gonna be like, I want to play with Drew again. I need Drew.
Nigga need one green for a brighter green.
Bro, you know how triggered I would be because I'm like, gee, they can't get away with it.
But you talking about all that like Tatum ain't gonna be a Laker before his career ends.
Oh yeah, you know, gee, don't even get me started with Tatum. He's definitely want to try to be a Laker really soon. Like,
I know he just got his money, so we ain't gonna talk about it for the next 3 years. But after that third year,
by the time he's 32, 33, he finna be in purple and gold.
He's gonna beg that they give that he's able to wear 8 or 24.
They gonna wear 28.
I would slap him if he asked for that, bro. Come on, 20. Yeah, 28. That's good enough.
Shit. But all jokes aside though, I think the East. A lot of people complained about the East last year. I think they did really better. Like a lot of East teams, especially Philly, did really better. Did y'all hear what the Clippers offered PG?
No,
they offered that nigga 2 years, $60 million.
Nigga, that's less than Kawhi.
that nigga,
The nigga don't even play basketball, bro. Like,
no wonder that wide bomb came smooth as hell. They was like, hey, it said, hey, they had a talk, and that man's going to Philly.
Yo.
They threw that contract on the table, and he said, "Y'all be blessed."
They said he said that shit on his podcast.
Bro, G, you offered me 30 mil, G. This the thing. Even though people do give PG a hard time, we do as well. But that man still
That's disrespectful, bro.
He still led them to the conference finals, G.
Yes.
It was him. Kawhi died again. I don't remember if Russell's on that team yet. Then. No, wait, no, he wasn't.
He wasn't on that team yet.
It was him and Reggie Jackson, G. That was the year. That was when I was very anti Reggie Jackson on the podcast. So yeah, I now remember. Yes, it was him and Reggie Jackson took them to the conference finals. I think they took the Suns to 6. Was it 5 or 6 games? And I was like, if Reggie Jackson get to the finals, I'm not watching the league no more. So, and he didn't make it to the finals, but not as a key player. Either way, point is, Paul George got them to the conference finals with less. And you get that man 30 million is insane. Like, yes, Kawhi is the better player, but that man just knows.
But how much? No, man, that's blasphemy. Kawhi better. I gotta remind myself when I actually watch the Clippers play, Kawhi be cooking niggas.
It's like, hey, G, there's nothing you can do. But then it's just like once the playoffs hit, it's just like his quad and his knee says, hey, bro, it's time to chill, bro. It's time to chill. It's time to relax. He's like, you know what? Yeah. and he's out. So I don't even know. I get it, but it's like, damn. 30 bill is.
And then that kind of dispels that whole rumor that he wanted to stay out west, because if he wanted to stay out west, he could have went, to any of the other, California teams or whatever.
All right. Clippers won't facilitate no sign and trade to the Warriors.
They was not here.
All right, that was a sign and trade situation.
And I'm pretty damn sure they weren't gonna do that shit for the Lakers either. I'm pretty sure that wasn't even a conversation.
And
there's a lot of teams that just don't want to make moves with the Lakers no more.
But Lakers can't trade for nobody. It's a Lakers tax for that shit for real.
Yeah, that Lakers tax, and also because Rob Pelinka's a piece of shit too, I think. But
the league is conspiring to get that man fired, and it's damn near not working.
Jeannie Buss do not want to let that man go. Like, she can't let them Kobe stories at the water cooler go. Like, dude, you was present for the moment, so there's no reason why that you need to hear these stories. It's fine. It's okay. But flip that off. So let's just go ahead and talk about the Lakers because they just ain't shit. Rob Pelinka is a war criminal. This offseason has been constructed of LeBron giving him a chance to say, hey, I'd take a pay cut if you could get some niggas. Couldn't get some niggas. LeBron said, all right, I'll keep us below the second apron, nigga. So, and thank you for signing my son. I appreciate that. Fully guarantee that shit, nigga. But, Rob Pelinka's a war criminal. Somehow they offered Clay more money, and he said, I'll go to the Mavericks for less. Clay claims it's for tax reasons. I'm like, bro, you've been living in California your whole damn life. Played in California your whole damn career.
I heard Clay said there was a lot of remove and he didn't want to playing for the Warriors and then playing for the Lakers is a lot of remove. It's gonna be still the same pressure.
Nigga.
Probably even more going to LA, because LA, for every new person that comes there that has some type of stature to their name, becomes a scapegoat when shit don't stop.
I think
doesn't work out.
Scapegoat anyway.
As much as this nigga, bro, Bron is the realest nigga, folks. Because they said Bron had the conversation to ask him, what Tim doing what, and it didn't work out. But I'm pretty sure he told Bron, straight up, folks, I don't like the media. I don't like, the attention that's going to get and things of that nature. And honestly, they've been rivals for a number of odd years. I'm pretty sure Clay didn't want that. Like,
They gonna treat him like how they treated Ray Allen when he left Boston for Miami.
yeah, but I think that move. I don't think the Lakers will get anybody. I think what's going to happen is going to be a season trade. I do think the Lakers have to realize their best asset is those picks, or it's Austin Reeves, and they have to realize those picks will have to stay because Bron got 2 years. When them 2 years is up, them picks are going to be the most valuable picks in NBA history because the Lakers are going to be the most dog water team ever because AD gonna want out.
Yep.
His homie gone.
Unless you can turn those two, unless you can just sell AD on A. We can try to, like, Zion ain't happy, Giannis ain't happy. We'll sell the farm to bring one of them niggas over here. Jason Tatum keeps texting us his wet dreams to be in a Kobe jersey.
So I don't think Zion really helps AD's game. So you gotta think about people like Jalen Green in the future. You gotta think of LaMelo Ball. You gotta think them young niggas, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way that the league is moving. You got to go with the youth.
The only person you said that would, if I'm AD, would pique my interest would be Jalen Green. That's it. Because
you
LaMelo,
think Trae Young?
But Trae Young is lateral. It's very lateral. Like, I think Trae and AD would be a good mesh. It's just AD gonna be like, damn, this nigga a goddamn turnstile. I thought D'Lo was bad, so I'll sit there and be like, at least they didn't get buckets and give me the ball. But yeah, you gotta, like, their best bet is to sell AD on, like, hey, look, fam, please, we will throw the farm to bring somebody over here for you. But at the same time, also, I wouldn't be mad if AD do just be like, hey, send me home or something. I'll play with Cooper, G. Send me home, play with Cooper. Just to have that on his resume. Send me home. Freaking, he'll be the savior of the Knicks, G. he'll be the savior of the Knicks in another year or two. But either way, we'll see where things go in regards to it. Like, Lakers they are in hell. Either way, they still gonna be a playing team. Whether I think honestly their biggest move is probably gonna be Gary Trent. Gary Trent just makes the most sense for them. But in terms of this offseason, and then figure things out from there, in terms once the season starts, because they gave themselves luck by staying in under the second apron. They were in the second apron, they're screwed. So yeah, you gotta turn something to something eventually. But
I agree everything with that second apron, other than your picks being locked. That's
the nastiest part.
Yeah,
I'm like, please, you don't have to freeze them, G. Nah, G, y'all stuck. Y'all gonna need them. In fact, that's the only way you gonna build. It's like, in a way, I get it, but it's also like, damn, G, like, the limitations is insane. Because it really benefits, like, at this point, the second apron only, like you mentioned earlier, benefits a team like the Celtics. We just won. All our best players are either A, in their prime, or, like, still very good players. We'll go over the tax, and it ain't gonna kill us. Meanwhile, you got a team like, I think the Clippers is in the second apron. I think the Clippers is in the
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
There we go. Phoenix is a great example. They're just screwed. You got to overpay Royce O'Neal. Like, gee, what are we doing here? You got to overpay Dennis. Grayson Allen. I almost called him Dennis Allen, but Grayson Allen. You got to overpay players who were really mid to stay on your team. But yeah, so either way, like, that second apron is disgusting work, but hey, you put yourself in it. There's nothing you can do about it. Tough titty, nigga. But yeah, that's really it in terms of NBA off season. Like we mentioned earlier, the Clippers hired criminals, like a bunch of criminals. Uh, yeah, that's really it. Like NBA free agency is going on. Like all the main moves have occurred already. Now we're well into the summer league. See who else gets cut. Possibly, we don't know. We'll see where that goes and go from there. But anything else we really need to talk about NBA wise? Oh, the Olympics coming up, so enjoy that as we get back for that as well too. So because I think Team USA probably has their exhibition. I think either this week or next week.
It should be this week.
Yeah, I think it's either this week or next week. So they get ready for that, and then we get to see LeBron and Steph just destroy everybody until Wemby sits there and have a defensive masterclass against the niggas, and they win by like 3. So shout out to that. Can't wait. But make sure you guys just stay tuned. We're gonna go into wrestling. We got a lot to discuss in regards to that in terms of Money in the Bank. Some bloodline glazing that niggas been doing, and also on top of it, did AEW do anything? Which we'll determine that once we get to that segment. But make sure you follow us on Twitter at 3s from the Ring, 3S from the Ring. Time to subscribe, share with your homies. We'll be right back. Probably legit left. That is legit left.
I just had to grab some water.
Nah, I get it. You good. But yeah, we're back at it. We're gonna be talking about wrestling now. So last time we recorded, we really did this run through past, and then literally 2 weeks later we got another WWE pay-per-view. So Money in the Bank was last weekend. Also NXT Heat Wave, but we're mainly just going to talk about Money in the Bank. Pretty much people getting mixed reviews about it. It was a cool show, whatever. But one of the main things I kind of want us to expound upon that happened on the pay-per-view is John Cena announcing his retirement. That is one of the more shocking moments of the whole pay-per-view, and probably one of the more standout moments of the whole pay-per-view in itself. With John Cena coming out and announcing that he is retiring. Really sad. It was really like I didn't really catch on to the towel, and I was like, oh, this thing's about to either quit right now or let us know what's going on. But yep, Cena's calling it quits. Gave a passionate promo. They went into detail about it during his press conference, where he mentioned that 2025 will be his last full year wrestling. He intends to work like up to 40 dates, which is legit full time. So we'll be going to see him at the very least, twice a month. The way it looks like, because it's 4 or 5 weeks in a month. So we're going to see a lot of Cena. In 2025, he mentioned that he would participate in the Rumble. WrestleMania 41 will be his last WrestleMania. He wants to do Elimination Chamber. So look like Cena's definitely well on the way doing his final run with the company, with wrestling as a whole. Really excited for it, but you guys' thoughts on Cena announcing his retirement?
Definitely was not expecting. Like, we kind of knew that it was coming eventually, but it's like now that he's officially like said like when it's when it's starting and when it's ending, it's like, damn. It's like we just gotta get prepared for what's in store. Not to say that we're looking past anything else that's happening this year or whatever, but definitely it just adds to the excitement of everything new that's everything that's on the horizon for WWE going into 2025. Like 2025 could be a really great year for them. But as far as Cena, it's just getting down to that time where it's like he's ready to I'm glad he's able to free up the time to give the fans that type of commitment again, like a full schedule. You know, that's definitely dope. I'm just excited to see everything that takes place, regardless if it's something that I am already kind of fantasy booking in my head or not. You know, it's that last run with Cena is going to be something to remember. Now, I think if anybody deserves to get like a final run and a say so on like this is my final run, like it's for sure John Cena. Like he deserves 100% of
it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's crazy. Now, I don't know the whole reason why he's not retiring at Mania. Again, I was talking to Tyler yesterday, and I was like, unless they do a whole show dedicated around him in that December, like they do a whole pay-per-view dedicated to Cena, then yeah. But other than that, like, I kind of wish he would have did it at Mania, because that's what Big Max John was born. Like, that's when he really became like an immortal, when he beat JBL. I think that was at a Mania, right?
Yeah, that was his second WrestleMania 21.
Yeah. So, you know, but I hope we get all his greatest hits. I hope we get a CM Punk one-off match at Raw. I hope we get a Gunther match.
I can't wait for that Gunther match. I'm gonna chop that nigga to oblivion.
I hope we get a Dragunov match.
That's gonna be.
You know, we definitely gonna get a Braun Breaker. I hope he stay away from Solo Sikoa, but I hope we see Jacob Fatu. You know, I just hope we see a lot of stuff. With Raw going over to Netflix, I know it is going to be crazy. But I'm just happy to see one of my childhood, like, I don't want to call him a hero because nigga ain't saving my life or nothing, but one of my childhood, like, icons is going off in the sunset and not, you know, going off on bad terms, or that nigga washed, so we got to kind of watch him leave. And like, look at the Hardy Boys, look at, you know, a lot of the other niggas we look at and be like, hey bro, it's okay if you can, you know, you retire. So I'm just happy to see Cena doing it on his own terms and stuff like that. But yeah, shout out to Johnny. He's staying with the company, but he retiring to George, which is crazy. That man they need to have everybody needs to have their jorts at half mast on that day.
Yo, that's insane.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jorts and half mass is wild.
Yeah. So everybody, you know, I gotta give me a Fruity Pebbles t-shirt. I never had a Cena shirt, but thinking about getting one now. That towel though, when that joint dropped, I was like, what's going on here? What's going on here? I knew he wasn't gonna retire because I'd be like right there in the ring, say I'm done, I'm not doing this no more. Because I'm like, they want to did this on a Raw when everybody's watching, and they want to announce. But I'm just happy to see. I want to know who his first feud was gonna be. I got a feeling it might be Braun Breaker. Because I think he's gonna want to get the young guys over. And the last two he tried to get over. Unfortunately, nobody rocked with him like that. You know, Austin Theories and Solo Sikoa. Yeah, so I hope Cena really gets some fan favorites, some rub. I know Baron Corbin said he wanted to go at Cena, but I'm like, I'm okay with not seeing that. So
yeah, it's okay.
So, but shout out to everybody. You know, shout out to the whole Cena thing. Man, it's gonna be sad though. I'm not gonna cry, but I'll probably cry. So,
just to go back to your point on him retiring at Mania, I think part of the reason why as a whole they may not want to do the Mania retirement is kind of because because you got to think about it. We're in a newer era now, so they don't have to do things exactly the way that they used to do it in the past. They don't have to follow that same regimen. It's like maybe retiring at Mania just ain't what he really wanted to do. Like I think getting the again, like he's doing 40 dates for that year. So like I think he just wants to do this is like for him, it's even like I just want to give like fan service as much as I can before I completely shut it down.
Yeah.
But I think I'm not gonna say that it's played out neither, because I could definitely see somebody else. I could see Randy Orton retiring at WrestleMania. When it's his time, but I don't know. I think he just wants to go out on all of whatever his terms is. I don't think he wants to go out in the same way a Ric Flair or Undertaker, because that was really the last person to retire at WrestleMania was Undertaker. And maybe that's
Undertaker though.
Huh?
Makes sense for Cena too, but it definitely made sense for Undertaker.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm just glad that we're getting a full tour, a full tour for him for his final run. Like it's gonna be something. Again, it's just gonna be something that's gonna be talked about for a last time. This is gonna be the best retirement tour anybody's ever had. I'm already seeing it.
Just hope he stay healthy. Prayers to that. And on top of it, we definitely need to make sure we have a special bank account for that Chicago show.
Oh yeah,
for that Chicago show. That whatever's they be in Chicago twice a year, unlike the other company. But yeah, we definitely gotta make one of them Chicago shows. It's almost like mandatory to make it. But yeah, I'm just overall it was a hell of a career, and example that our childhood icons are fading and gonna be old and washed. As we've seen with Cena, as we've seen with LeBron, it's happening. Gotta accept reality. But shout out to Cena. Definitely look forward to 2025 in regards to that's definitely gonna be one of the moments that many people are gonna be engaged in for the whole that year in terms of wrestling. Did AEW do anything, Tyler?
MJF turned heel again.
All right, cool. That's what's up. And Ospreay claims he job to swerve for respect. So fuck him. Anyway, let's go and talk about Money in the Bank. So, Money in the Bank happened this past week in Toronto. Of course, we had our normal 2 Money in the Bank matches for the men and women. One, and yeah, so
men started the show. Started off real solid.
It was cool. It was a cool one. It wasn't really. I wasn't expecting too much based on the participants. You had Drew, you had LA Knight, Andrade, Mello looked good in it, and who else was in Chad Gable. Chad Gable looked really strong in there, by the way.
Chad Gable was the heavy in that match, bro. He was the heavy.
Definitely putting it on a show in that manner, and also Jey Uso was in the match, and I really got Jey Uso. Honestly.
I'm just kind of glad that it wasn't overbooked like a lot of people thinking it was going to be. People were expecting LA Knight to get screwed over by Logan Paul in some way. Then some people were expecting the Wyatt Six to interfere and take Jay and Chad Gable out the match in some way. I'm kind of glad it wasn't overbooked like that. I do think in the slightest way it was slightly maybe underbooked, because just seeing how it played out, it was all set up for Drew to win so he can get screwed over anyway. I'm not mad that he won though, and then I'm not mad that it was a failed cash in, because this is an example of where a failed cash in is done right.
Yep,
you have to have a good story around it or a good reason for that person to fail, and where it doesn't hurt them. Because realistically, you put that Money in the Bank on anybody else in that match. As far as the current champions, you about to have Gunther as the World Heavyweight Champion, plus anybody else that's behind him. Nobody's you got to have some balls to cash in on Gunther. Then in Cody's situation, it's just he's I ain't gonna say he's Teflon right now, but Cody's not. You're not getting that belt off of him no time soon. Not one of them.
Pretty much, like no lie. So that's why I was like,
Chad Gable, I would say he was kind of like my dark horse. It could have made sense just in the sense that he would at least have a storyline with Gunther. Or even if you let him hold it for a year and he eventually works his way back around, to whoever's WWE champion at the time, then maybe it could work. But just currently constructed, it made the most sense for Drew to win.
Money Bank match.
Yeah, I like the match. I don't know, like, spoiler alert, it wasn't as good as the women's, but it was good. I don't think people have this preconceived notion of what the Money in the Bank should be, and it's not that. It's literally an opportunity for somebody to cash in for a title, either get the title or lose it. People think, the Money in the Bank make a star and stuff like that. My G, that Money in the Bank been a thing for a long, long time. It was at a point when there was 2 Money in the Banks, and I'm trusting you right now. If niggas look at that log of winners, it was never that.
I'm about to do that right now.
Hand, a star has been born with the Money in the Bank shit, bro. Like
you could arguably say maybe Edge, but Edge was already on that incline anyway. It's cemented. Yeah, it's cemented him. It's cemented
CM
in RVD. It's cemented. Yeah, CM Punk. It helps guys that are already in that spot to where where they want them to be. That to be that guy. Daniel Bryan.
Maybe Dolph, but Dolph never really recovered after them concussions.
Yeah. It would have helped Mr. Kennedy, but that situation was weird.
Look at the ass of people who won it.
I'm about to name it right now. I got the list now. So,
and I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna say pass. I'm gonna say he did it or ass.
Yep. Edge.
He did it.
Rob Van Dam.
He did it.
Mr. Kennedy.
Ass.
It's only because that one didn't turn out the way.
Yeah,
it should have.
Really over, but he screwed himself. Edge again.
Don't count it.
CM Punk.
It did help him though. It did help him a little bit at that time.
He did it.
Yeah, CM Punk back to back.
He did it both times.
Swagger.
Ass.
Kane.
Ass.
Yeah, Kane didn't.
RP Raymond Mysterio title reign because he got that bitch took her right off of him after that.
That was Kane took it. Yeah, oh yeah, Kane did take it off.
They was a tag team. Rey Mysterio won that belt and they took it right off of that nigga, bro.
Yes, now I remember. Thanks for
reminding. Wait, who was the tag team?
Kane and Undertaker. I mean, Kane and Rey Mysterio. Kane was face before Rey Mysterio won that belt and Kane took that belt. But they was tag teaming a little bit. Not an official tag team, but they had doing no SmackDown We Together type shit, bro.
Oh.
They was friends, I should say. I should say tag.
Because I know friends. He cashed in the same night that he won.
That same night, yes. And that started that feud with the Undertaker of Kane putting him over before Undertaker go part-time.
Yeah.
I mean, Undertaker putting Kane over before Undertaker go part-time. I remember that bull crap because I was like, why do Rey Mysterio keep getting this title and losing it the next day, bro? I mean, he was losing it that day. But go ahead.
That was a funny error, by the way. The Miz.
Who?
The Miz.
Cemented for sure.
Cemented.
Daniel Bryan.
He did it.
Del Rio.
Ass.
Dolph Ziggler.
He did it.
John Cena.
Ass.
It was ass.
That's an example of a failed cash in that probably it could have.
It wasn't.
It just. He
wasn't supposed to win that shit.
He wasn't supposed to win.
He wasn't supposed to win it. Damian Sandow.
Ass.
Randy Orton.
Ass.
It wasn't needed. He didn't need it.
Yeah, that shit was a plot device to get that title off of Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
But in the long run, it worked out. Yeah.
In hindsight, it worked out, but they didn't need the Money in the Bank to do that. But in hindsight, that helped out the Yes Movement, and the Yes Movement made it to what we got Daniel Bryan as a star. But it wasn't the Money in the Bank fault.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, who next?
Seth Rollins.
Cemented my GOAT.
For sure.
Yeah. Like that literally saved his whole. That made his legacy. Sheamus.
Ass. Horrible. League of Nations.
Oh,
Passed in on Roman finally getting that belt, which led to the Triple H WrestleMania main event. Get that shit out my face, bro.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That Triple H Roman Reigns WrestleMania main event. Get it out my face, bro.
That led to the long-term ramifications of everything.
Bro, Vince was not cooking. That was starting to decline.
That was really legit when you was like, he's going senile. But Dean Ambrose.
It only lasted. I don't count it. It only lasted a night. That's when the Shield became. All the Shield became champion.
Yep.
It's kind. I'm kind of in between on that one too.
Baron Corbin.
Ass. I still don't know why. I don't. Even when they were kind of pushing him, I was like, I don't see him as champion, bro.
IC title. That's Baron Corbin.
Not the world
That's Baron Corbin peak. At that time, that should have been his peak. IC title.
Where do we leave off? Braun Strowman.
Ass.
Wasn't that when Brock Lesnar just whooped that nigga ass every time he tried to cash in too?
Yep.
Maybe. Ass though.
Because he was disrespectful to that man. Then Brock Lesnar.
Okay, Brock
that was terrible.
Was funny, but it's still an ass decision.
It was
Mustafa Ali.
Ali should have won that match, bro. He was right there.
Yeah. They would have gave Mustafa Ali the keys. He would have still been in this company at that point. Even with a failed cash in, he still would have been here.
Yep. Otis.
The worst. Nobody believed Otis was getting that belt, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody believed that.
The Miz.
Ass.
Big E.
Cemented.
Austin Theory.
Booty cheeks.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Damian Priest.
Okay.
I
F with Damian Priest's cash in. It's just that it was impossible to find out who, because so many stories was jumbled up at that time. If you look at on outside, if you look at kayfabe, his stuff was stupid. If you look at outside of kayfabe, you understand why he wasn't a menace with it. Because inside of kayfabe, he never walked out with that belt. That briefcase until towards the end. Niggas forgot he was Money in the Bank. But if you look outside of kayfabe, Rollins kept getting injured. The Rock came back. We don't know if Cody going for that belt or not. Roman is Roman. Ain't nobody taking it off.
I ain't gonna hold you. The main thing that got in the way that really kind of stopped his momentum, like in the middle of it, was CM Punk coming back.
Yeah.
That was probably the main holdup. That
and then Roman being part-time too, because you can never cash in on a nigga.
Yeah.
So, and then Rumble being right around the corner when he went, it wasn't gonna work out.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna work out.
Yeah, it was just it is what it is with Damian. Like, it wasn't like it's at this point you consider it's cemented him. It's in the process of cementing him.
But no, he's not a bad champion. It's just he in one of them situations that the storyline is bigger than him.
The storyline is bigger than him, and obviously, the guys that he's up against, star power wise, are bigger than him. But that's not a bad thing. You gotta have somebody in there that's working.
But he's not, and the thing is, he's not absolutely tarnishing what Rollins did with that belt.
No, not at all.
And that's the all you really want, to tell you the truth. Like his storyline with the Judgment Day is still a good storyline. And then his storyline of because his whole thing is he wants to be a legit champion, and he somehow can't be a legit champion because everybody keep helping him win the match. So his storyline not too bad. It's just that people the main storyline on Raw is CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and you're not gonna beat that. It's just not gonna happen. It's kind of like Cody. We look at Cody and what he's doing now. In the background, we know The Rock said he wants that match. So everything Cody does now is cool, but we all still wanted The Rock and Roman to come back and see what happens next. So it is what it is. But long story short, the Money in the Bank ain't what it is. Everybody keep thinking about that Edge cash in or the Dolph Ziggler pop, but it ain't where everybody think it is. It's a lot of ass in there. Now, screwing the Royal Rumble winner, which we almost got, that's a different conversation.
That's a bigger sin.
That's a huge sin, bro.
Yeah.
But the Man Money in the Bank was decent. I didn't care. Like, we all knew what was going to happen. I was rooting. I was being delusional and rooting like Andrade would win or something like that. But we all knew what was going to happen. So.
Yeah. But
I was praying Jey Uso didn't win, though. Oh, Lord. I had the rosaries out.
Muggs was tweaking. Like, that didn't need to happen. But moving on. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. Another match where people was acting weird. Sami Zayn won. I'm cool with it. What happened?
He has the title for 3 months.
And he's had some good defenses so far. Like I don't think that this would be the time to take it off of him. I do think it's probably going to happen before the Summers. Yeah, it's only
like what are we doing?
Like, I think another factor in is people's factoring in just the fact that okay, Triple H is in charge, so all these people need to have belts. I'm like, it's not really the case.
Braun Breaker is over without that belt. He doesn't need that belt right now.
And he's going to get it probably at SummerSlam, but can we build to it?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like let a story be built.
Sammy does good as an underdog. I get it. But you also, if Braun Breaker beat him right there, there's no excuse for a rubber match to see who's the real victor. You know what I mean? Like you have to lead up to it. You have to lead up to it and be like, okay, he wins at SummerSlam. Destroy Sami Zayn. Somebody said it better. That nigga Braun Breaker is a goddamn rookie. Sami Zayn is a veteran, multi-time champion. What that says about Sami Zayn if Braun Breaker bodies him in 1 second?
You go back to the era of where the Intercontinental Championship don't matter because you're just throwing it around.
Yeah.
He had to beat Gunther to get that belt. You're not just going to take that belt off.
That diminishes the Gunther win too. If Braun Breaker just destroys him.
Yeah, because if that's the case, as soon as Braun Breaker wins that match, he's like, okay, I'm finna call out Gunther. I want that belt too.
Exactly. That makes him in anime power scaling talk. That makes him comp to Gunther if he just destroys Sami Zayn first match.
Yep.
So but I like Triple H style of booking to an extent in which he's putting a lot of people around. Like he's shaping up that mid card to be really, really good. It's just niggas gotta buy in, and I can see Sheamus finally buying in. Bronson Reed he's buying in. Elja, we know the potential that nigga Drogonoff got, but he has to pay his dues. He's buying in. Sammy, the leader of it. Braun Breaker, star right now. Like they're doing good with that, and you gotta think about it. Pete Dunne is gonna be a player in this mid card because his tag team partner.
Oh yeah, Tyler Bates out.
Judgment Day about to break up, so we know Finn about to get back in the mix. It's a lot of good that could come about with them establishing the mid card the way they establishing it. Mm-hmm. And because the way at that main event, like thing is like literally is really just 4 people, and Damian Priest is blinking right now because once that title drops off of him, 3 niggas, 4, no, it's still 4, so it's 5 people, but it's gonna be 4 niggas once that title get off of him. Gunther, Seth,
Punk, Seth, Drew.
And you throw Cena in there if he's gonna be a Raw talent. That's it. And that's how it should be, to tell you the truth. Until another cycle go around in which you bring up newer stars and stuff like that. But Obafemi ain't here yet, so we ain't got to worry about that just yet.
I don't think you bring up Obafemi until after Mania next year.
I don't think you bring up Obafemi until he has the longest reigning NXT title reign. Like, nobody should be able to beat him.
Yeah,
he loses that North American title in a fucking ladder match, so he goes unpinned. Has the longest NXT title reign in history. Go ahead, watch Adam Cole's record out the window. Nobody, we can care less about that joint. Give him 1,000 days or something like that. Make him like to the point that we are pleading to take that belt off him, like we did Roman. And then you make a star out of the next person to come up.
Pretty much, especially the way the NXT's men's division is. That's not a bad take.
Yeah, that men's division is hot.
Yeah, it's nobody that should beat him. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being double belt.
I can see it. I thought about it too.
Like, I wouldn't be mad at it. Honestly, it makes the most sense because the way you present him to be so damn dominant.
You got rid of all the other big dudes that can give him some go.
Like that, you can always bring people down. Like, I think they're gonna bring people down to fight him when he do become a champion. But if I was right there with Sean, I'd say make him lose that title in like a ladder match to Wesley or something. And after that, rocket ship that nigga with that belt, have him beat Ethan Page astronomically clean. Like, to the point that we was like, damn, Ethan Page not even that. And then just straight dominance after that. Nobody touched. Nobody looked like they're gonna be able to beat it. Like,
pretty much.
Give him an Oscar type reign. Like, nobody ready for Oscar type shit. So that's how I see it. I see Obafemi as a legit. I think he can be bigger than most people there. Like, he black, which already gets 90% of the fan base behind him. He wrestles like a powerhouse. He can talk, and you can just do a number of things to make his gimmick work. You can give him. It's easy to present a character like him without, doing too much. And then the eventual Obafemi versus Gunther WrestleMania main event. I'll be able to go in heaven.
WrestleMania 45.
Shit's gonna be cinema, bro.
It'll be generational. But moving on, Tiffany Stratton won the women's Money in the Bank, which slap. If that was the definition,
they had a banger.
Women was going Teflon that match. Io Sky. A lot of people hated Zoe Starks getting added to that match, but she added a whole bunch to it. She basically had to play the powerhouse role.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea Green really added so much to that match.
Yeah, Chelsea Green had me going for a minute too. I thought she had a chance.
No, I thought she was winning.
They definitely put her over in a way where it looked like she really could have, and I wouldn't have been mad at it at all. Like, it kind of would have been not quite like Carmella, but similar.
Like, it's only two people in that match you couldn't be like, yo, no, it's Lyra, because Lyra's green is grass. And then Zoe Starks, because it's Zoe Starks. But like everybody else, Io being 2-time just adds to the infamy of Io. Chelsea Green getting it. I can see her on SmackDown with Piper as her big like enforcer. And then you flip it towards her reign, and Piper turns on her, and that gives a gateway for Piper to get a bigger fanfare, and her becomes a champion and stuff like that. Naomi can never go on with giving Naomi that. And Tiffany, which was the person who got it, crazy good decision. Crazy. She's over. She done got some of the racist allegations, understood. She shouldn't have put that video on the internet, but she got it, and did you hit a pop?
Like, yeah, they loved her.
Crowds love her.
And it's crazy because Chelsea Green is Canadian too. Tiffany got the bigger pop.
Yeah, so It's really good.
Yeah, but definitely, it was definitely a slap. That freaking what you call it driver that EO
That
did.
Michinoku driver was crazy.
That's insane. That's insanity at its best. But even her reaction afterwards was just killing me because I'm like, I don't know whether you're in pain or you just taunting, but
I think she was trying to make sure that that Zoe Stark wasn't in pain.
no, because Zoe Stark freaking bounced out the ring and EO was just like doing that little weird thing. I'm like, okay, he's doing that Japanese rage taunt. And I was like, then she rolled out the ring in pain. I was like, okay, we selling here. But overall, cool with the winner. Best match of the night easily. And then we pretty much, after we peaked, we hit a roller coaster ride of like, okay. So Bloodline versus Cody, KO, and Randy occurs. Cool match, but it was cool. It was cool. It was just set up for Solo to fight Cody next month. Unfortunately, Nitro in South Korea is not happy with that, but it's what it is. I'm not happy, but once again, it is what it is. It's just some. I was expecting more chaos, but it is what it is. That's literally the definition of the match. It is what
I feel like matches like that, they need to start doing it tornado style again, where you have everybody in the ring brawling at once again.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not letting them do the. Somebody got to talk to them, like really, like talk to them about when it's a 6-man like that, tornado that shit, bro.
Yeah,
they did it. They did it back with the Bloodline shit. Like the Bloodline, the tag match wasn't tagging at first, right? Like he told the ref, The Rock told the ref not to count them out and stuff like that, right?
Are you talking about at Mania?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was Bloodline rules in that
well,
match.
no, it was just when The Rock said, "Hey, F the rules."
Rock rules, basically.
Like, all right, we're just doing whatever at this point. Even though they were still tagging each other, but it did lead to tornado rules at points. And honestly, I think that is something they should bring back is more tornado tag matches. Especially
it's like they do more traditional multi-man tag matches at other pay-per-views than they actually do at Survivor Series.
Yeah. I just need them to tornado, like just tornado tag it, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, would have helped the match.
I thought Roman was coming back, but
no. Roman is if he isn't back by SummerSlam, because SummerSlam kind of is like Roman's I'm back or I'm here moments, because even like in history before, even when he came back during the pandemic, his moments has always been SummerSlam.
Yeah.
In the past. So if he isn't back by SummerSlam, then one, he's still grieving his father, RIP to his pops. But definitely ain't gonna come back to the Germany show. He ain't going overseas.
I think if it's not SummerSlam, I think it probably be it'll probably be Bad Blood.
It'll be before Bad Blood.
Like a build up to Bad Blood.
I think he comes back at SummerSlam and a match happens at Bad Blood between him and Solo. I think Cody goes against somebody else. Like probably like Jacob or something. I don't know. But like I don't like Bad Blood is in Georgia. You can't have that's Cody's home.
Cody's main event in that show.
Yeah, Cody's main event in that show, and how Bad Blood is in October. How long can you say Roman's not here without we eventually getting Roman coming back?
Yeah, because this is the thing. Roman has to come back and get his ass kicked by Solo at the same time.
And also, how many dates that nigga got for him to miss a SummerSlam?
That too. He's not missing a stadium.
Like, that's crazy.
But with Roman is just a really interesting case. But I think he do come back at SummerSlam. It's the most logical. But yeah, like it's the most logical overall.
Yeah, and I think Bad Blood is good too to set up War Game. But I don't. You got to get.
But that's why I think
back.
he needs. I think that's why he needs to come back like a lot sooner rather than later, because you need that specific part of the storyline still needs a decent amount of time to build towards. Like I don't want it to just be a okay, I get my cousins back on to rock with me 2 weeks before the pay-per-view type shit. But that needs to be in the works. Like Jim, and then that's another thing we kind of forgetting. Like Jimmy needs to come back soon. Jimmy probably comes back like after. If Roman doesn't come back at SummerSlam, it's Jimmy, and then follow
I
suit.
will literally blow up Cleveland Stadium if Jimmy is the
Well,
big
no, I'm
return for SummerSlam.
not the big return for SummerSlam, but like after SummerSlam at least.
I think Jimmy comes and help Roman. I think Bad Blood is a perfect way to show like, hey, me and my Usos versus you and your Usos type stuff. To start that, because the word blood. But you can't overshadow Cody in his hometown.
Yeah.
I don't think Cody gonna let that happen.
You already tried to screw me out of Mania, man. I need this.
Because I think at Bad Blood, it's either we get the Cody Roman rematch, possibly.
What if we get the Cody Roman tag? Cody Roman.
That's a possibility. I wouldn't rule that out at all.
For the year.
Cody Roman, Jacob Solo.
Hey, I'm all for it if that happens. G.
Then The Rock come out and cost them niggas the L.
Hey,
Do you find out The
Be a
Rock has been the
possibility.
one during this because Roman embarrassed him at WrestleMania, and that's how you lead up to the Roman versus Rock at Mania.
You embarrassed us not have to recruit
Cody
criminals.
versus, and then you can do Cody versus Orton.
yeah,
Night one.
Cody and Orton is definitely gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna main event. I still really don't know who Cody will see at Mania. That's probably the most.
If Cody doesn't see Orton at Mania, he's seeing The Rock.
Yuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Some ass, ain't it? That's why I need them to do this Rock Roman pivot, bro. Unless Cody drops the title before Mania, and you do Rock Roman for the title finally.
Yuck. Look, if it's
Again, that don't even need the belt though.
If it's one thing I'm learning about Triple H's booking, some feuds just don't need a belt.
We haven't had one of them feuds yet, though, other than Drew and Punk, but them niggas never wrestled.
True, but I think he's just like, look, not everything needs a belt. So
I agree.
Like
I don't know.
Roman Rock is strictly who is the true breadwinner for the family, who gets the bragging rights.
I think that's just what that is. It don't need it.
Hell, you could even put Roman and Rock in a situation where both of them are putting their in-ring careers on the line, and Roman goes over.
If Roman retires Rock in the ring, that'd be
fire.
I think that would be lovely. A lovely way to wrap that up.
It shows who the head of the table. How that nigga bow down to him in the ring.
Yep.
The next bloodline centric match that they have, they need to go all in. They need to have their entire family sitting ringside. They need to have decorations and stuff. They need to have some type of like full on tribal coronation, bro.
No, I don't need all of that. Just have them niggas beat the hell out of each other.
I mean, I think Tyler right. I think I need to see Rikishi. I need to see. Well, now it's just Aka, whatever his name is. Sorry, Roman, don't kill me. I need to see the rest of them niggas.
I need to see.
Go find Haku. Is he still alive?
Haku's alive, yes.
Okay, go find Haku. Go find all of them, man. Shit, go get some more Joe. He'll be around there, man. Like, I just need y'all to find all of them niggas.
Scott Steiner gonna pop up like he's a half breed.
Oh,
the Braun Breaker just gonna pop up and say, "You got a half breed here." I'm like, honor his father so well.
If my math is right, he's only 50%.
Well,
that'd be insane.
find all of them though.
But yeah, it's just like for the atmosphere of the match. Because like even when they did the Bloodline Rules match with Jay and Roman at Mania, I was kind of expecting a little bit more theatrics or theme to it. It's like just I don't know. When they get to Roman Rock, it's gonna be special regardless. But just a little bit, just add a little bit to it.
Yeah, you can do what you please with it, but our main thing is just keep Solo far away from it all. I just need his involvement to minimalize for Daytro and South Korea, or at least stop with the suits. I think that's just the main thing. Just stop with the suits. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But overall, we'll see where things go from here. It's just unfortunate we're really about to get Cody versus Solo in SummerSlam. Oh man, and it's going to main event too. Solo main eventing SummerSlam is
So I'm gonna ask you guys this: if Punk is finally cleared to fight Drew at SummerSlam, if Roman isn't coming back at SummerSlam, do you have Cody Solo or do you have Drew Punk?
Bro, you still got to do Cody Solo, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay. So we don't know what Drew Punk doing. If you have Drew if the feud you have Drew and Punk main event. So you do the I always think rubber matches are the best. You do the Drew Punk SummerSlam if possible. I don't know who goes over there. Then you do the rematch at Germany, preferably overseas. Drew goes over there. Rubber match, Bad Blood, Cage, Hell in a Cell type beat. That's you have to do that.
I think Bad Blood has to have a Hell in a Cell match. Every Bad Blood has had a Hell in a Cell, so
it will have to. You could do a quick pivot to Rollins, but you might do a quick pivot to Rollins, like Punk goes for that title. Like Punk do a filler feud from October to January. Then Punk goes for that title at Royal Rumble. Seth costs him that title. You get Seth versus Punk Mania. That's how I see it. I don't know. I don't know if Seth and Punk need a title at Mania. But Punk's whole purpose of coming back is the main event of Mania, so you might need to put a title in there. I don't know.
Yeah, the title situation is up in the air because we don't know what's going like if they're gonna have how long they're gonna have Gunther hold the belt. I wouldn't take that belt off of him after 4 months. If he's gonna lose it would have to be at Mania.
You do August, September. So August, September, Gunther definitely keeping that belt. August, September. October, he keeping it. November, Survivor Series, so keep it. December, he drop it to Cena or something?
You have Cena go into the new year would be crazy as champion. Because you have
he goes to champion to the Netflix deal.
It's a couple scenarios for Cena because Cena really don't even have to be in the title picture at Mania. Cena could fuck around and win the King of the Ring next year and win his 17 at SummerSlam. Because remember, SummerSlam is 2 nights next year.
That's also true.
I don't know. I think Cena putting somebody over at Mania is better though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I feel like he needs to go up against Braun Breaker.
Book Gunther Cena at Mania.
Ooh, I don't.
That's tough booking though.
1 and 2 at Mania then.
Yeah, because he on his first Mania match was the triple threat against him and Sheamus, and Drew, right? And then he lost to Sammy.
Who says he got to lose to Cena?
I mean,
that's why.
Actually, we're talking about Cena putting over the youth.
Yeah, Gunther counts in that situation too. Yeah,
if Gunther is literally a core piece in terms of just long term everything, probably gonna be booked like Triple H and O.
Because again, I'm cool with Cena not seeing the title, getting the title if they do plan on having him get 17, I feel like going into the summer, you get one last summer of Cena.
Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. But let's see where it goes. But yeah, things are looking real interesting. Like, and it's really interesting right now. Shout out to Triple H, man. Shout out to his job. He has a really good job. But yeah, that's really it. Turns wrestling wise. We ain't gonna talk about that horrible documentary. The documentary was ass, and I call it the Rock propaganda apology piece. But
That shit was produced by $7, man.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, Rock been on point with his documentaries. Who killed WCW and then how he almost killed WrestleMania. It's crazy.
Hey yo, Rock, even though it was Austin, but Rock said he the one who put them niggas in the dirt. You know what I'm saying, bro.
That man's a liar, G. That man is lying bag, G. I get it, bro. Wrong. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. We appreciate you guys for watching, listening. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's greatly appreciated. Share with your homies. Let them know you rock with Threes from the Ring. We can be as well. Follow the Facebook page, You Tweeking Media, and also follow us on Twitter at Threes from the Ring as well. We greatly appreciate you guys, all the support that you guys give as well. It's your boy Chris J, and peace.
Peace.
Yeah.